Hey, how's it going? My name's Steve Pycroft, and this is our year in review. It's been an extremely difficult year, with venues unable to open and events not able to go ahead as planned. So we've really had to diversify and adapt to this new normal. But despite all that, we've managed to produce more music than we ever have, and I think this has been our most successful year so far. We've gained over 39,000 new subscribers on our YouTube channel. Our content has been viewed more than 3.9 million times. People have spent over 235,000 hours watching our content, and we've had over 180,000 likes on our videos. So thank you for your support, and thank you for following us. So we started the year with the ambition of recording as much music as we could. And we also had ambitions to explore other genres. We'd spent a lot of time doing orchestral versions of electronic music, dance music, house music, dubstep, and we really wanted to explore genres like heavy metal and rock. And so I started working on these arrangements, and we set aside 2 dates in February to record these 5 new pieces. And then at the beginning of March, the severity of the coronavirus outbreak became apparent, and we realised that we were perhaps going to be unable to get together for quite some time. And so we decided to start a project where we could record remotely. So it's the 18th of March, and because we can't get all the players together, we thought we'd try something different. So I'm going to write a piece of music, and then I'm going to send the parts to all the players, and they're hopefully going to record their parts, send them to me, and then I'm going to put it all together, and hopefully we'll have a piece at the end of it. So Rhiannon's rallying the troops. So far we've got quite a lot of people who've got a home recording setup, which is awesome. And some people don't, but we're just gonna see what we can do. Maybe record with phones and laptops, iPads, whatever else. I'm just on with the arrangement. We're gonna try and do 2 covers and an original tune, but we'll see how we go. I'm actually quite excited about doing it this way because everyone's going to be recording in isolation on their own. It means we'll have complete separation on each individual player. Obviously it's great having everyone in a room playing together. There are huge benefits having everyone playing at the same time, vibing off each other. So it's now Monday the 23rd of March. I've had a gentle stream of the Dropbox folder kind of being updated with footage and recordings from all the players. So it's been really, really cool to see the piece kind of grow gradually. You know, I'll have a cello part, and then someone sends a viola part, and then a violin part, and then I'll get a French horn part. So just kind of building the recording up as I get the stuff is kind of exciting. We're hoping to put the video out tomorrow, Tuesday the 24th. And so we were the first orchestra to do a lockdown session. And then as soon as we'd released that, we saw the reaction and realised that this was something that could get us through this pandemic. And so we released our second lockdown video on the 31st of March, Set You Free. We wanted to build on what we'd done with Don't You Worry Child, create some positivity, showcase our music, but at the same time try and bring a bit of happiness to the world. And BBC Breakfast picked up on this and they featured us on their show on the 1st of April. I thought it was going to be an April Fool. I didn't believe it was real, but then I was sat there on Zoom at 6 AM ready to go live. We were given this opportunity to speak about music and about how music can help us through this situation and how we were operating as an orchestra despite the current situation.
It's interesting, Steve, when you've got creative people like that who are obviously in lockdown and not being able to do the things they normally do, when you give them a little challenge, they just step up so impressively.
Absolutely, yeah. I think once we've all got over this kind of panic of not being able to do what we do, which is perform and do gigs, I think it's exciting to be able to to realise that I can carry on doing what I love doing.
So throughout April, we wanted to continue doing our lockdown videos. Every Thursday at 8 PM, people were going out onto their doorsteps and showing their appreciation for the NHS and key workers with a round of applause. And we really wanted to do a video that paid tribute to those people. And so our version of Titanium was a tribute to all those amazing key workers. Thank you again for all your continued hard work. Our friends at Creamfields also reached out and asked us to put together a short mashup for their Easter weekend. So we put together a 12-minute video that featured artists that they were going to have at their Creamfields show this year. We've missed doing the Cream shows this year, but we can't wait for next year when we're going to be able to get back to performing that amazing show with the Cream guys. April also saw us release some new merch. We wanted to release a new design of our logo, and so we released the rainbow t-shirt design, followed shortly by our custom-made face masks. In May, we wanted to do something different, and Rhiannon had always had this idea of doing a Millennium Mega Mix, and so she made a huge list of all these amazing songs that came out in the year 2000 or thereabouts. And so on the 16th of May, we released our Millennium Mega Mix. Followed by our version of Sigala's Wish You Well on the 22nd of May. During May, we also had the incredible opportunity of collaborating with Neo. We were commissioned to write an orchestral version of her song Another Lifetime. And it was there to showcase how technology can bring musicians together and how we can still create despite not being able to be in the same room together. So we wanted to do something different with our 6th lockdown session, and so we got everyone to do a bit of dancing, a bit of movement, as that was the guidance to try and get regular exercise, and we wanted to do something that would bring a bit of laughter to people. And we also introduced some of our players to you through our Meet Kaleidoscope Orchestra videos. When July came round, we were planning some drive-in shows, and unfortunately this tour got cancelled at the last minute, and we were devastated because it felt like there was hope, there was a bit of light at the end of the tunnel, but inevitably it was not meant to be. And so we thought we would do one final lockdown video in the same format that we'd done the others, and so we decided to do Call on Me. In August, we launched the Kaleidoscope Orchestra podcast. We wanted to start to discuss in more detail subjects like mental health, musicians, how musicians cope with mental health issues, and also give our musicians a voice. On the 28th of August, we released our first original tune. It's called Keep Moving, and it was inspired by our lockdown videos. I spent the whole of the lockdown watching our amazing musicians, hearing their amazing performances, and so I wanted to write a piece that was inspired by them. And so we released Keep Moving, and that again was featured on BBC Breakfast at the beginning of September.
That's so impressive to see that. Simi, just to pick up that point about mental health. I mean, music has a special place for many people, doesn't it, in their, helping with their mental health?
Yeah, massively. Music is the heart and soul of our culture, and it's the way we express ourselves. And
over summer, we were also approached by Camel Fat, who wanted us to do an orchestral version of their new tune, For a Feeling. And so I did an orchestration. It featured the original vocalist, Rhodes, and we released that video on the 1st of September.
I wish you were healing, but you're killing, all for a feeling, all for a feeling.
Then in October, another light at the end of the tunnel, which was our live stream show. It was an incredible day getting everyone back together. It was the perfect venue, and we were so lucky to have found this window where the lockdown restrictions had been eased, and we were able to get together and spend a day creating music together. And that inspired us to want to do more videos, but we didn't want to do what we'd done earlier in the year. And so as Halloween was on the horizon, we thought we'd do something different, and that was our Halloween Horathon. And as soon as we'd finished that, with Christmas coming up, we knew we wanted to do something for Christmas, and so we wanted to do a similar video. Something that was fun, something that would bring some joy. So our Christmas Crackathon premiered on the 12th of December. And then just yesterday, New Year's Eve, we wanted to finish the year on a high note by releasing our medley of Jay-Z tunes. So that's our year in review. It's great to look back at that and to see what we've managed to achieve despite the challenges we've all been facing. But it wouldn't be possible without our amazing musicians. An orchestra is nothing without its individual musicians. Thanks so much, guys. You've given me the confidence, the spirit to carry on going through this difficult time. You're amazing to work with. Thank you so much. And a big thank you also to our patrons. If you've not seen our Patreon page, head over to the link in the description below. So thanks again for all your support, for showing your love in this difficult time. We can't wait to share with you what we're doing next year, and ultimately we can't wait to perform live in front of you at some point in the not so distant future. All the best for 2021. Happy New Year. Stay safe. Speak to you soon.